Hello, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to do the most flawless base. This is perfect for if you have acne prone skin, dry skin, you're a beginner, or you just want to master that flawless base. This video is for you, okay? Okay, let's begin. Hello darling! Today I thought I'd show you how to do the most flawless base for acne prone skin. For my acne prone girls, I have struggled with acne since I was at least 13. It got worse after I had my son. I actually have a skin condition called hidradenitis suppurativa, I believe. HS for short. Which means that I do get lots and lots of like cystic acne. It's usually on my body, but it has now spread to my head and face. So because of this, I was looking for a skincare / makeup routine that is going to make me look less
haggard.
Okay. I feel like I look about 20 years older than I actually am. I'm only 27, but I feel like I'm looking at least 80 odd. I think when it comes to acne prone skin, the key is hydration, honey. Hydration. We need that hydration. Do not go for the driest, most drying products. If you're using drying products and you've already got dry skin and acne prone skin, all it's going to do is accentuate them. All it's going to do is cling to the dry areas that you have and just make your makeup look patchy and uneven, and that is obviously not what we're wanting as makeup to look like. So I'm going to go through my personal favourite things for this particular skin type. First, you want to start with SPF, okay? SPF. We never skip the SPF. And one that I find really good under makeup is the Garnier Ombre Soleil Super UV Hyaluronic Acid Hydrating Fluid. This is amazing. I do find that it has been really hard to find a good SPF to wear under makeup for me personally, just because I feel like the ones that I've used before, it's caused my makeup to pill. This is the first one that I found that hasn't had that effect. And when I say it's hydrating, I mean so hydrating. Like, when I'm finished, I'm going to be looking like a glazed donut. Krispy Kreme hoot. We apply that everywhere. We don't leave his neck, okay? We don't leave his neck. And let it dry for a few minutes. It does soak straight into your skin. There's not that greasy feeling. It don't leave a white cast. It is exceptional, okay? It's amazing. This step is optional, okay? This is optional, but I do use just a couple of squirts of the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray before I apply any makeup. I don't know why I do it. It probably would be better to use an actual face refreshing spray, but I'm just in the habit of using this and I feel like it works really well for me, so I know I said two, but your girl's dry this morning, okay? Now we're moving on to foundation, which is, of course, our first makeup step. I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Lasting Finish Up to 35 Hour Foundation in shade 350, which is Golden Honey. Another little tip for acne prone skin and anything like that is less is more. Especially when it comes to foundation. The amount of people that I see using so much foundation. Why are you using half a bottle just for one makeup look? We don't need to be over consuming like that. Way over consuming. Way over, okay? We only need, it actually says on the back of the bottle, if you read the instructions, it only says use 1 to 2 pumps. And that's all we're going to use, okay? That is more than enough. And I'm going to show you. I'm using the Morphe M104 brush to apply the foundation. And whilst we're here, I'm going to tell you my makeup brush do's and don'ts. We don't swipe, we tap. This is going to make sure that you don't have any streaks. There's nothing worse than having streaky makeup and being able to tell where the brush marks are, so that is a top tip as far as I'm concerned. So the whole of my base is done. I used 2 pumps and I've still got that left. If that isn't proof that you don't need to be overusing your foundation and using too much and using it so excessively, then I don't know what is. And I can't help you. Mwah. So my next little top tip, and I recommend that you do this between every single stage of your makeup, more setting spray. This is going to lock your makeup in, it's going to hydrate it, refresh it, and it's going to give you that melted, flawless base that you just absolutely feel amazing in. After that, I'm just going to take a damp beauty blender and just go over the whole of my base. This is going to make sure that if there are any streaks, it's just going to even it out, make it more seamless. Next, it's time for concealer. So again, with acne prone skin, dry skin, anything like that, you want to use hydrating, creamy products. So for this, we're going to use the Nude Sticks concealer. It is my absolute favourite creamy, hydrating concealer. We don't use e.l.f. anymore, we're not talking about e.l.f., okay? If you don't know what happens, I suggest you go back to my A Full Face of Products I Absolutely Hate video, because I go into a tiny little bit of detail there. I'll give you the basic rundown on why we're not with e.l.f. anymore. Okay. With the concealer, less is more. So we're just going to have some here and some here. Some here and here. While this is marinating, we are going to move on to his eyebrows and eyes. For eyebrows, just use whatever you prefer to use. There really is no right or wrong way to do your eyebrows. It's all down to preference. I'm going to use the Morphe Nano Brow Pencil in shade Java. Oh my god, it's running out. Now we're just going to use some of that same concealer and just put a tiny bit on his eyes and then blend that out. This is going to provide us with a clean base for any eyeshadows or powder, whatever you want to put over the top of it. Again, we want to tap this product in, we don't want to drag it and swipe. After this step, apply some more setting spray. Now to set the eyes, I'm using the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Setting Powder, taking a little bit on a eyeshadow brush, and we're just going to tap that over where we've applied the concealer. Or this would also be the stage where you apply your eyeshadows if that's what you want to do. I am actually just going to put some glitter over the top, so I'm using the Urban Decay Moon Dust in shade Space Cowboy. I'm just going to apply that with my finger. Just for some subtle sparkle, because is a makeup look ever complete without some sparkle? I don't think it is. And it is actually that subtle that you can't see it on camera, but trust me when I say it's the most stunning sparkle in the world. I've just sprayed my beauty blender with a couple more squirts of the setting spray, and now we're just going to blend out as concealer. I do find that a sponge is better when blending concealer just because it gives a much more natural finish. And if you find it hard to blend right in the corner of your eye, you can use a brush, which just makes it that bit easier. You have a little bit more control than with a massive sponge. Next, sticking to our cream over powder preference, we're going to be using the Colourpop Cheek Dew in shade Passion Flower. Another tip, instead of applying this straight to your cheeks, it's best to put it on the back of your hand and apply it to a brush, and that way you have a lot more control and you can build this up, which is amazing for beginners. Blush placement is down to preference. I prefer mine to just be a little in the middle. I know a lot of people like it higher up, like up here, but I feel like it just makes me look really sun-kissed. I don't actually feel the need to contour on a day-to-day basis, especially for everyday makeup. So I am going to leave that for this video. I will be doing another video to show how to apply contour properly. So if that is something you're interested in, then subscribe, turn on notifications, and you will receive. And again, more setting spray. Whilst that final coat of setting spray is drying, I'm going to do my mascara and my lip combo and then we'll come back. So I'm back having finished that, and I have noticed that under my eyes it's started to like settle into the lines a bit. It is completely normal, it's completely natural. Everybody has lines. We cannot erase them, okay, and we're not trying to. So if that does happen, you just want to take your concealer brush and just tap over the lines, and that will blend it out again. And then take some translucent setting powder and just go over it really light. Less is more, especially with acne prone skin, so we're not going to bake, we're just going to set it lightly. Voila! So that is my quick, easy to do, hassle-free, flawless base for acne prone skin and for beginners. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see any other kind of educational content. If so, if you have any ideas, drop them below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe if this channel is your vibe. Love you. Bye. Mwah.